Okay, so we're going to do some line art here, and this is the very first one. So this is the template that we're going to do, and it's already kind of created for you. This is the final product. So what we're doing with line art is we're creating webbed designs. Some of them are going to be spiraled. This is a web when these lines cross each other. Let me find a spiral here for you. A spiral, here we go. A spiral is when it looks like it's a shutter closing in on each other. So we have spirals and we have webs, and we're going to teach you how to create all these through this process. So this is our final product, and this is what we're going to use to do it. So I'm going to start here. The camera is just going to look down on it, and we'll work our way through this. So when you do these, what you want to do is take any angle. So by an angle, we're looking at two arms that create an angle. So either this one and this one, this one and this one, or this one and this one. And when you are looking at the arms that create the angle, I'm going to start with these two. I want to take any one of the tick marks closest to the edge of the angle, and then the one furthest away from the edge of the angle. Line up my ruler, and you want to go to the center where the line actually crosses the tick mark, okay, to make these as neat as you can. So the closest one to the angle and the one closest to the edge of the line. Line up your ruler and draw your line. Okay, then I'm going to go to the next tick mark up on this line and the second tick mark from the end and go to the edge of the line. Third one to the third one. Fourth one to the fourth one. Fifth one to the fifth one. Now, if you, sometimes you have to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you use pencil, you want to be really careful that things don't smear as you go. When you do your final project, you are going to have to use pen. So you will want to start to get in the habit of using pen. If you make a mistake, you just kind of got to make it look as best you can and see if you can figure out how to build it in and keep on going. Part of this is figuring out the width of the pens that you're using because they take up some space on the ruler, and being able to not let the ruler move. Some people are better at using these than others. And so you kind of get the idea here. I'm just going from one tick mark to the next. And as you go, the curve is getting created, and you're going to end up with every tick mark being used as you work your way up the arm of this angle that I'm using. And these tick marks are done at 1/8 of an inch. So right now I'm not having you actually measure these things out, the lines or the tick marks or anything else. We'll get to that, I think, in our third one that we do. The first couple are just having you create the actual design. Okay, so I'm getting close to the end here. And I'm not going to do this whole entire thing for you. You see what the edge looks like. So I'll start them, and then you can kind of finish from there. So look, looks like I have 3 left here, but I only have 2 marks left here. So I'm just going to go up to the second to the last one, go to there, and then the outer one. So there. I don't know if that was exactly right or if I skipped one. I really don't know. Okay. Now I'm going to pick another angle. So, and I'm going to just keep on doing the same thing. I'm just going to take that angle, go to the, let's see, I'm going to go from, I'll go the same way. I'll just pick the one near the inside of the angle and go to the edge of the line. And then the second one to the second one. Third one to the third one. You get the idea. You should get the idea. Now, if you are on Early Placement Plus and you don't have access to a printer, what you're going to do, all right, to actually make this, because you would have to make this, start with your page. This is the bottom of my page, and I think these lines are 4 inches long. Let's see. No, they're not actually. So I would want you to make 4-inch lines. Okay. And these are 1/8 inch tick marks. And then when you do this angle in the middle, let me show you how you would do that. You're going to need a protractor in order to do this successfully. And what you're going to do is lay the protractor with the 0 degrees, or the middle, right at the edge of your line, and this on 0 degrees. And you're going to go out to 120 degrees. So you're going to use 120 degree angles. Okay. So you'd make a mark at 120 and then use your ruler and come out here and go 4 inches. So you'd go out to the 7. Okay. And then turn your paper around. Let me get this thing. Go back to put that right in the middle. Put the 0 out here on the arm that you already have. Mark this out at 120 on the protractor. And then again, use your ruler and go from the center, put like a whole inch mark there, line up the line you just made and go out 4 inches. So my lines aren't exactly 4, but if you're doing this from home, okay, that's what we want here. We want 4-inch lines, 1/8 inch tick marks, 120 degree angles, and we call this the Y shape. And this is going to be the first shape that you are submitting and turning in. Now, again, remember that what you're doing is a finished product that's going to look like that. So you're doing all 3 sides. Okay? All right. That's it for the first line art video.